If you believed the Crawford and Davis tension was finished, think again. Terence Crawford just shocked everyone during a sit-down interview, and Gervonta Tank Davis fired back fast and hard. Crawford suggested a crazy idea of placing Tank against Shakur Stevenson on the undercard of his massive fight with Canelo Alvarez. He openly said that if Tank was not so full of himself and trying to take the spotlight, it could have been special. Tank response is now blowing up all over social media, boxing news outlets and locker rooms everywhere. Let us break down exactly what happened.
Crawford and Canelo, I'm pretty sure.
Shakur and Tank?
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope, but if Tank was not so cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard, that would be dope. But I don't see Tank taking a backseat to no fighter.
Is what really went down. Crawford spoke in an exclusive interview with The Ring and made his position clear. Yes, he is leading the huge Riyadh season event on September 13th against Canelo. That is locked in. But he wants the fight card loaded from top to bottom. In his view, nothing would raise the energy more than the long-awaited lightweight clash between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. Crawford shared his thought by saying it would have been amazing if Tank was not too proud to fight on a Terence Crawford undercard. It was not meant as an insult, only a direct comment. He then praised Shakur and even Keyshawn Davis, calling them the two best fighters in the division without question. Quiet but sharp. The point was obvious. Stevenson deserves center stage, and Keyshawn Davis belongs right there as well. Putting Tank on another fighter's undercard was simply too much to accept. That single interview instantly brought the Tank vs. Bud tension back to life and poured more fire on a rivalry that has been boiling for years. The bad blood goes back to 2023 when Tank took shots at Bud wife and openly stood with Errol Spence, which left the situation unresolved and ready to explode again.
Hey, hey, buddy Shakur, just one question. How did Keyshawn look, man?
Ready for whoever coming next, man. That boy ready. He been ready, actually. You know what I mean? It's just given the opportunity, that's all it is.
You got two little brothers that is closing on Tank. You know, one of them gonna get him.
One of them gonna get him. Yeah. It's gonna be a great night of boxing when they do.
Awesome, appreciate it.
Now Terence is basically saying he respects the sport enough to give Shakur his moment. When it comes to Tank, he believes Tank would want all the attention on himself. That statement sparked reactions across boxing channels, influencer circles, and fans everywhere, with everyone asking the same question. How would Tank respond?
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways, nah.
Tank did not wait long to answer back. Gervonta went straight to his social pages and responded immediately. His words were brief, direct, and full of the attitude people expect from him. He said he never stands behind any man. He questioned who Crawford thinks he is and who gave him the power to decide how a fight card should look. Tank made his position clear that he never accepts a secondary role, even on a massive event with Canelo involved. He ended by reminding Crawford and everyone watching that Tank is the main attraction.
Next, I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victor.
What stood out most was that he did not just boast; he backed it up with his record. He reminded everyone that he is still unbeaten and carries real one-punch knockout power. While that was said, Bud was talking about undercard placement, which made the contrast even louder. The boxing world reacted instantly. Clips of Tank response spread fast across TikTok, Instagram, and X. Fans everywhere started chanting for Tank versus Shakur to headline the show.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, say you don't like me. You don't know me. You feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody including Will, I mean, Will. Fuck.
Question for you.
Looking closer, there is more than just two top fighters exchanging words. At the surface, it is a back and forth, but underneath it is about branding, legacy, and control. Terence Crawford is focused on his 2025 Global Knockout event, the Canelo fight in Riyadh. Naturally, he wants the undercard to match the level of the main event. In his view, Shakur versus Keyshawn makes perfect sense. They are hungry, relevant, and on the rise. Crawford believes that even a major lightweight unification fight should revolve around him and never take a back seat.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow,
man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-camp.
Then what the people going to say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know. Comes perception. Crawford is known for being calm but lethal, technical but smart. That methodical approach contrasts sharply with Tank's flashy high-energy style, and that difference keeps the tension alive. Crawford views Tank's ego as predictable, while Tank reads Crawford's calmness as either insecurity or a threat. It also touches on respect and hierarchy in the sport. Crawford basically said Tank would never settle for being undercard. For a fighter built on confidence and swagger, that is a direct challenge. Tank's response showed not only his fighting instincts, but also his understanding of the business. He was defending more than his ego, he was protecting the story of his career.
Play second fiddle.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who might be
saying
afraid?
His name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit in boxing.
Be honest, Gervonta Tank Davis has not really been at his best since that strange, underwhelming majority draw against Lamont Roach in March. That fight left fans puzzled, critics split, and Tank himself seemed off track. Since that night, it looks like he lost the feel, the drive, the sharpness, and the focus that once defined him. And instead of fixing things with a rematch, he has been avoiding it completely, straight up dodging the chance to face Roach again.
Still early in the game. What do you want your legacy to be when it comes to this game, man?
Beat the system.
That's system? It. What's the system of boxing?
Beat the system of boxing, life. Just beat the system. Be able to spread my wings and had my people next to me spread their wings. That's it. I ain't really got no big goal of this sports and all that. I just want to get my money and just remove myself.
Now he is out here calling out Jake Paul. Yes, you read that correctly, Jake Paul. What is even happening here? This is not real boxing, it's more like YouTube drama with gloves. Let's be real, Tank versus Jake is nothing more than a big money grab. A spectacle designed for pay-per-view, no real legacy, no true belts, no legitimate rankings, just viral clips, loud press events, and hype everywhere. The worst part is both fighters are fully on board.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
Clearly in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate true boxing media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won, and I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance.
So now it is obvious they are not chasing greatness, but chasing money and attention. Jake Paul has always been about the spectacle, but watching someone like Tank, who once seemed like a future generational star, go down the same path is a real disappointment. On top of that, Davis has been talking about retirement for months. In almost every interview, he mentions that he no longer feels the same love for the sport.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. I'll be super, super down.
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
He's worn out and exhausted. Many boxing analysts and former pros have noticed it too. His body language, his attitude, his lack of focus. Some believe he looks depressed, others think he has mentally checked out. Whatever the case, one thing is clear: Tank is no longer fully in the game.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah. I could tell you my fights.
Look, if he wants to retire, that's his choice. Every fighter has a time to step away. But if he stays only to collect big paydays against YouTubers, while avoiding real challengers, that is not the Tank Davis we expected. The sport deserves more, the fans deserve more, and honestly, so does he. Stepping back, this is bigger than a simple rivalry. This situation highlights a larger trend. Boxing is becoming more personality-driven. Fighters are brands and fight cards are carefully planned stories. To grow the sport, promoters aim for the most balanced, marketable, technical, and exciting matchups. Pairing the right names attracts audiences and boosts live viewership.
It's done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
So having a Crawford-led card potentially putting the spotlight on Stevenson versus Tank makes sense from a storyline perspective, since both are exciting lightweights. But Tank's brand demands the main event. If he can't headline his own show, what's the point of participating at all? This situation highlights something boxing fans already know. Often it's the flashiest promotions and the biggest names that drive fights, not always the most competitive matchups or the best fights for the sport.
Yeah, but it's like people selling that stuff. Like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room, that shit look like some devil shit. Facts though, some coke, right? Yeah, that shit like some devil shit. Like they sold that soul.
Yeah, you go with that.
That was crazy. And you seen how the guy was? He looked at the scorecard. Yeah, he looked at it.
2 points. He loses 2 points. 2 points.
Come on, fam. You want to get Tank over here and fight? Man, I already know what y'all gonna do. Yeah. But every time I say something,
Crawford calling Tank cocky shows the clash between ego and the sport. Here's where it gets even more interesting, because the Crawford versus Canelo mega fight is being organized by none other than Turki Al-Alshik, the man who has basically turned the boxing world into his own playground.
What about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true. But you know what? There's always a way. Put it that there's always a way. There's always a way.
Has been spending big bringing the top fighters together under a flashy Saudi event. And to be honest, he is changing how boxing operates. But not everyone likes the way he runs things, especially Gervonta Davis.
Last week, I hate Tom and Jerry's kinds of boxing. We will not have him anymore. This is the first thing. The second, we will have in this fight and the next fight bonus for KO. I don't want to force to be having ring 12 by 12 or something like this.
Tank has made it very clear that he does not support Turkey. He has said it openly behind the scenes and in obvious social media posts. Davis views Turkey as someone trying to move fighters like pieces on a billionaire's chessboard. And Tank refuses to be anyone's pawn.
Let's go back to the beginning of last year, my Tank Davis, fresh out of jail.
Yeah.
Throwing hands in Frank Martin's face.
I'm gonna break you up. I'm telling you.
Like, yeah, man, 7 more fights.
Got the internet excited when you say, yo, 6, 7 more fights and I'm naming names.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Then he got to beefing with Turkey.
David, he said to me, send to me 2 Ferrari to play in Saudi Arabia.
You don't play boxing.
We will send to you 2 gloves if you want to play in Saudi Arabia. That's it.
I ain't gotta go over there.
Right.
What they making over there, I'm making here.
All of a sudden, all the fighters he need to make big fights don't want to fight.
He was very close to fighting Lomachenko, and then Lomachenko pulled out. Shakur didn't want to do a 1-fight deal to fight Tank.
You said who?
Tank.
I'm dangerous. Who that?
And by the end of the year, he ain't getting no fights and he's fighting Lamont Roach.
At the next year.
Other fighters are lining up to grab a piece of that Saudi money. Tank is staying in his own lane, even if it means missing big fights. He is not willing to follow Turkey's rules. That could explain why he has been absent from these blockbuster cards lately. Being on a Turkey-backed card means playing along, showing up when told, and saying the right things at press events, and that is just not Tank style. He has always been the rebel, the wild card, the one who moves on his own terms. So when Crawford versus Canelo is getting all the hype backed by Turkey's billions and Tank is nowhere to be seen, it is not an accident. It is a choice, a clear statement. Tank refuses to be controlled.
Gervonta Davis a couple of days ago say on Twitter that now he wants to maybe work with you.
I don't have a problem with him or any fighters.
Yeah.
If he respects what we are doing to the boxing, I don't have any problem. And if he want the green light from Heyman, we work with Heyman now.
Correct.
In each card, we have 1 or 2 fights with Heyman. It depends about him. If he want to enjoy the fast train for the glory, he know where he can search.
Yeah.
And of course, I like and I respect the loyalty for his partner Heyman. Of course, this is something make him, in my eyes, big, and I respect it because the loyalty is important in the life. And he's good fighter. He's good fighter, but he need to understand that what we are doing is important for boxing. We work with who respect us, and we have a tough fight. We don't have normal fight.
Right, boxing fans, here's the deal. This beef is not just about who goes on an undercard. It's about respect, ego, legacy, and who gets the spotlight. Crawford wants to make the card bigger. Tank wants to make himself bigger. No matter which way the business goes, we get the show. So now I want to hear from you. Who is showing more right now, Crawford or Tank? Should Tank accept being on that big card or risk losing his shine? And is Shakur waiting with something even bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.